Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Keith here from Come On the Hoop Celtic. Hello to Facebook, hello to Twitter, and hello to YouTube. I hope you are all doing well. Happy match day to you. I said I'd pop on for about half an hour, talk about the game tonight, talk about the game as well coming up on Sunday against Dundee, and this week of being a Celtic fan as usual. So, okay, we're still in every cup competition. We've obviously won the League Cup. We're top of the league. We're into the last eight of the Scottish Cup, and then we're into the last 16 of the Conference League. We were playing against a good outfit tonight. I've come up from London from the game. I'm over from Dublin myself. I'm going to the game tonight. I'm looking forward to it. It's my first Celtic game since Ferencváros, so I'm really looking forward to it. The last game I was meant to be at was the Hearts game when we won 1-0, but it's going to be a really tough game tonight. I see people in the comments in the on the YouTube channel saying 3 or 4-0, but look, they're in pre-season. They're a team that surprised me. Obviously, we're going back to when we beat Ferencváros. They played Roma, and then they beat Roma 6-1 at the time in Norway. They have obviously lost a couple of players since, but they're a really good side, and they play the same kind of system that we play, 4-3-3. So if you're on Facebook, on Twitter, or on YouTube, please pop over to the YouTube channel and subscribe if this is your first time coming across it. It's the exact same name. Come on, the Hoop Celtic, no different. Tell us where you are coming from tonight to watch the game. Are you very optimistic? And I want to get to you, say as well, on the whole route to the Conference League. As I said, I've been mixed emotions about this competition because obviously it's third tier European football, but the trophy that's up for grabs. There's some really good sides in it. Marseille, PSV, Vitesse, Fenerbahce, really good sides. The two Pragues are still in it as well. Pack from Greece are in it. Red Star Belgrade, really good outfits. But on our day, we can beat anyone at Celtic Park. And then our performances in Europe away have performed. Look, we were unfortunate not to get results over in Spain the opening day. We played really well. In the first half an hour, we played really well. How's it going, Paul? I hope you're doing well. Thanks very much for tuning in. As I said, give it a wee share. I know it's a midweek game. A lot of people are still working. They don't finish till 4 or 5. But as I said, I'm over in Scotland for the game, so I'm going to the match tonight. Looking forward to it. We signed Carter Vickers jersey in the background. They had one good game against Roma, a bunch of one-trick ponies. Well, they had actually 2 good games against Roma. They drew against Roma away as well in the Stadio Olimpico. So to get a result there is pretty good. As we know, we got a result there nearly 3 years ago against Lazio, that historic night. But I think it's going to be it's meant to be a full house tonight at Celtic Park as well. The liaison officer did come out and say that they don't want people pushing in, trying to squash into the safe standing out section. If you have a seat, stay in the fucking seat. There's no point of literally trying to get into a certain section, Give me a shout out to my newborn son. Congratulations, Roxanne. We centre back was born at 1 a.m. Well, look, congratulations to you over in Florida, to you and your husband, and I'm really delighted. Welcome to the new addition to the Celtic family. That's a lovely thing. If you can all give a green love heart to Roxanne there even on YouTube or on Facebook or Twitter, another addition to the Celtic family. Hopefully there'll be loads of memories. You'll see loads of honours being won, maybe European final, we shall see. How's it going, Cope Rich? Hope you're well, Kieran. Hope you're well. Or Kieran, if which way you want to pronounce it. But as I said, they're not a rollover. My starting team for tonight will be Joe Hart in goal, Jovanovic right back, Taylor left back. I love to see Scales play. Starfelt and Carter Vickers, the usual. Callum McGregor has to start at the European game. I wonder if he's still going to have the mask on. Surprise one. O'Reilly starts for me tonight. I think O'Reilly's first proper European taste of football for Celtic as well. And then Atate, I think Atate is going to cause them a lot of problems tonight. And then right wing would be Abada, left wing Jota, then up front Giakoumakis. I know people want to see Maeda come on, but I think super sub Maeda will be an ideal shout. He could start James Forrest. I've discussed this on the channel already. I think James Forrest is coming to his end days at Celtic. I love James Forrest, but is it a case that he's still living the Brendan Rodgers style of football? He's not the clinical player he was. Unfortunately, the injuries have affected him. in the last 18 months to 20 months. And I feel sorry for him, he gets a lot of criticism, and I still feel that he has something to offer to the club. He has 1 year left in his contract. Maybe you should see what happens till the end of the season. But he could be a super sub for us. Let's have a look at this comment there from Peter. So Peter says, Hart in goal, Jovanovic left back, Julian. Why Julian? Like, we have a good centre-back partnership at the moment. I think Julian will come on tonight. Like, if Celtic fans are taking this serious, and seems like he's taking this competition serious, takes every game serious. He doesn't have a plan B. He just goes out there and plays 4-3-3. I wouldn't start Julian tonight. I don't think he's had enough minutes under his belt. I know he came on the other night against Jesus Christ, I can't think, Great Rovers. So yeah. First thing I saw when I woke up was Parkhead. So well for some. We're there tonight. Said, get the comments in. Oh, he's better than Starfelt. But yes, he is better than Starfelt, but he hasn't played much football this season. So, we bring him off the bench in the second half. It's been since December 2020 since Julian played a full game. So look, I'm a massive fan of Christopher Julian, but I don't think it's the right time to play him tonight. I really don't think. I know people are saying it's the Conference League, but if we're all ambitious about winning this Conference League, you play a fully fit team, a full 90-minute team. So whoever can play up to 90 minutes, I don't think Julian's at the pace just yet. Jamesy has been superb for us. He has lost a yard of pace and hardly kicked the ball in 2 years. I completely agree with you. He has scored a few goals this season. He has scored a few goals, but he's just lacking confidence. And the only way he can get his confidence back is giving him as much minutes as he can. But I just feel like when he gets into the final third, he gets frustrated. He doesn't know what the next option is, He's unfit, though. I'd rather have a fit Starfelt. That's it. Well, look, Starfelt's been pretty good. The last time I was over for the European game against Werner Varos, I thought Starfelt was one of the best players that day. So, they can't break the consistency between Starfelt and Carter Vickers. Exactly. As we all love Julian, but what's the point of starting Julian if we have something consistent going with these boys? If it was a case that Starfelt or Carter Vickers were having errors between them every week, you say, right, put Welch or put Julian in the mix, but there's no point changing it. Bring him on the second half. I completely agree with you. Everybody's in the same boat. As I said, there's no point of just going for it as a fan's favourite saying, play Julian. Bring him in, introduce him slowly back into the team like we done against Great Rovers. Give him 20. I thought he's even in the. I don't even know if he's in the Conference League squad, to be honest with you. I know Idaguchi's not in it. To be honest, I don't even know if he's in the squad. He's going to have to correct me in that one, but I know Idaguchi wasn't picked. How far do you think we'll get in the Conference League? As you all know, it's quite against this competition a few weeks ago. 25-1 chance of winning it. That's what the bookies are putting us on as. Perhaps last four, but it doesn't mean we get to the last four. Still to get a little bit prize money getting through each round. At the end of the day, the league is the bread and butter. We want to be winning the league and getting the 30+ million for the Champions League. So it's a trophy that we could go on and win. Look at the teams in it. Like, as I said, we played against stronger teams in the Europa League, and we get them again. We were unfortunate against Leverkusen away. We lost 3-2. So there's a bit of momentum there. We're playing really good football on the Ange this season as well in Europe. So Starfelt is good, but sometimes he has a mistake in him. Every player has a mistake in him. Every player. No one's perfect on that football pitch. But I just think Starfelt is an easy target because he came in this season, at the start of the season. He obviously had that mistake against Hearts, but he's been consistent. He's been really consistent since November up to now, so we can't really fault Starfelt. Even in the derby, he was pretty good. He had one bad pass. He's been consistent. There's clean sheets there. So we need to give him the recognition he deserves, Away from home in Europe is always a nervous wreck. That's it. Every team that plays away in Europe, they're always going to be nervous wrecks regardless. If it's Liverpool, Man City's cruised it the other night. But, we just, we bring the 12-man with us wherever we go. And just, it's a long road. There's a good few rounds in this competition. to play against really good outfits. But let's focus on Bodo Glimt tonight. They're a really good team. I know people are saying they're in pre-season. We should walk all over them, but no, don't take any team for granted. Don't be going in too cocky because it's not, especially in European football. Don't go in too cocky. And what do you think the score will be tonight? I think 2-0. I'm going to say 2-0 as well, to be honest with you, Sean. I hope you're well. I'll say 2-0 because they'll be organised. They'll be dying to do well in this competition. It is their pre-season, but getting these tough games in ahead, it builds momentum for them. No, he isn't. What do you mean he isn't? Away from home this season, we've scored a lot of goals in Europe. Correct, we have, but we've also conceded a lot of goals in Europe as well. Conceded 3 in the opening day, even though we scored 2. Conceded 4 at home. So we just need to get the structure right. He's not going to change it around for any team, as he said. He said he doesn't even know how to put a team out for ultra defense, which is good. He wants to just win it. We'll get past them. I will be happy. Exactly, Bell. Belly. Sorry, not Bell. Belly. All we can do is just take what they play on a plastic pitch. Well, look at the weather up in Norway. They're in the Arctic Circle, so I don't blame them playing on a plastic pitch. We're used to playing on plastic pitches at this rate. We Rugby Park. Playing against Hamilton away many times. I know them two are not in the league anymore. Livy. That's it, and that's all we need to do. Is just be concentrated, be focused, and just keep that defense in line for tonight. We just can't give away stupid set pieces like we did against Aberdeen last week. They were just outrageous. Julian, look, I think a lot of people, I think a lot of people go against players when you don't play after so long. Like the guy was out for fucking almost 14 months. 14 months he's out, and there's people coming on saying he's this and he's that. Like, let the guy just slowly get back in the rhythm of things. I still feel he's the best defender we have in the team. He just needs to get back up to pace, and he can score goals as well. Him and Carter Vickers will be something else, but at the end of the day, we can't keep faulting Starfelt. He's done well since November. Celtic to win the cup and best 365 25. I don't bet, mate. I don't bet. Unfortunately, I don't bet. I just don't do betting. So all you got to do is just hope for the best. So whoever bets, put on 25 to 1. It's nice odds. So the league is the focus this season. I'm not trying to Debbie down at it today, but I'm really looking forward to the match tonight. As I said, I'm going to the game. I'm expecting a win. Away from home next week's going to be a struggle, but let's see what the outfit are like. As I said, they might not be up to full pace. They haven't played a competitive game since December as well. Bodo Glimt. 4-1 tonight. Just take 2-0. This right. Just take a good performance. Never bet on your old team. Exactly. Accumulators, normal bets. And if your team loses, you just go mental. Julian has his critics amount before our game. His game's injury. I think Julian, as I said, Julian's the best defender we have at the club, but he needs to get up the pace. He's 1 year left in his contract. Give him a chance, but don't start him tonight. Especially in Europe, you don't know what these are going to come out like. Definitely not. Bring them on in the second half. As I said, just to recap, my team for tonight will be Hart, Jovanovic, Taylor, Starfelt, Carter Vickers, McGregor, O'Reilly, Atate, Abada, Jota, and Giakoumakis. I have to say, the thing what Giakoumakis said yesterday, he said, I choose Celtic because they're Celtic. I didn't choose Celtic because of European nights. European nights is a bonus. That's class. That was a class touch by Giakoumakis yesterday. Any win and a clean sheet. Yeah, the clean sheets have been good this season compared to last season, and that's a massive part to Joe Hart and the defence. Joe Hart's been outstanding. I know we all love Jota and Carter Vickers and the Kyogo and the players that have all came in, but in my eyes, I think Joe Hart's been the signing of the season for us. You know, we got him for little to nothing. He's taking a pay cut. He's getting clean sheets. You know, he can be a captain at times when McGregor has been out. So, you know, he's been a massive, massive asset for Celtic. And I know obviously people look at the likes of Kyogo scoring goals and Jota with assists. You know, it starts in the back up, and he's been outstanding for us. I think he's been the sign of the season. You know, for Celtic, I think Kyogo will be up there. You know, if Jota comes on the permanent, I've done a video on this on the YouTube channel. If it's Carter Vickers and Jota, a lot of people want Jota before Carter Vickers. I'd rather Carter Vickers because we've getting clean sheets. We have the best defense in the league. Yes, we're the top scorers as well in the league, but I know. I just think Benfica. I just think they're going to be sour when it comes to this deal at the end of the season. I don't know. I just have a bit of negativity in the brain that it could be another Paddy Roberts letdown. But Jota's been outstanding. He's been absolutely immense for us. You know, he's been absolutely immense, and you know, 10 goals, 9 assists, 24 games. He missed 6 weeks. He's been class. He's absolutely been class, and it's a joy to watch him. You've seen how much he made a difference the other night when he came on against Wright Rovers. He was literally box office. He really was. And that's no disrespect to Wright Rovers, our championship team, but he came on and really looked like he wanted to win the game, you know. And that's, you know, he raised the level for some players out on that pitch, you know. I'd play Scales ahead of Taylor. Scales was pretty good. He took his goal quite well the other day. Obviously, he's on 2 goals so far. We haven't seen him much of Scales because he's played I think he's played about 9-10 games so far for us. You know, Joe does a lot off the pitch as well. You look at that message, that young boy that was getting bullied for being small as a goalkeeper, and he said, "Look, enjoy yourself. Don't mind what other people think. At the end of the day, believe in yourself," and that's right. You know. How's it going? Hope you're well. First time tuning in. Great stuff. We'll be sure to check it out more often. I'm going to be doing a vlog tonight. I'm going to have my other phone with me, so I'm going to be vlogging it up. Have me set, have everything ready. Bring that with me. Record the game, then snip the best pieces. So I'm going to be robbing Juddy Talks for the night. Juddy's down in London, so I'll be doing a Juddy Talks for tonight. If I can get time before the game, I'll ask a few Celtic fans outside the stadium what they think the score is going to be. You never know. So just depends. Like, I'm not going to be standing outside Celtic Park in the pissings of rain interviewing people. I could just be sitting, you know, a little bit of roof, a bit of shelter over you. So we'll see what happens. You know, Starfelt has been the best signing this season, in my opinion. Or CCV, sorry, not Starfelt. CCV. He's been up there. As I said, if it's between him and Jota, came down to the scenario between him and Jota. I know we all want both. Of course, we want both. I'd pick Carter Vickers because he's been consistent. You know, he hasn't, missed one game, and he's at the sorting out that defense at the back as well. You know, and he has a goal or two of them. Jota's been deadly. You know, he's been absolutely class. Yeah, Joe Hart's a class act. You know, he's 24 years of age. How much did we get him for? 1.5 million from Tottenham. He's on 15 grand a week, and he gets Celtic. If you go back to Joe Hart's first ever interview with Celtic, and what he says, he's going to bring passion, he's going to bring hard work, determination. Like, that's the type of stuff that you want from a player. And he gets Celtic, and he obviously mentions his relationship with Fraser Foster when Fraser was at Celtic. You know, him and Fraser were in the England fold. So, you know, Joe Hart's been outstanding. He's been my signing of the season. You know, I am going to the game. I'm going to the game. First time being on here. As I said, if this is your first time being on, press that lucky red button, the subscribe button. I'm going for the 11,000 subscribers. So a massive thank you to everyone that helped me get to the 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. You know, it's free to subscribe. Doesn't cost you a penny. I do daily content. Some of the videos, people don't disagree. It's all opinion at the end of the day. Gigi's interview, it was good. You know, Giakoumakis' interview. I like Giakoumakis. He brings something different to the team. You know, he's very physical. Wins a lot of free kicks, you know, and he's starting to come into his game. You know, he's the start of his Celtic career. He had that injury. You know, he obviously missed that penalty against Livingston, and that affected a lot of fans. You know, a lot of fans went against him, and it was only one miss. But at the end of the day, if he's scoring goals and getting those 3 points, that's massive towards the title push. So yeah, Press pal, thank you very much. Thanks very much, F. Really appreciate it. At the end of the day. So gives you a score predictions. I'll be on for another 10 minutes. And then, as I said, tonight we'll be doing a vlog. I'll get it all snipped up and you'll enjoy the vlog. Hopefully it's a Celtic win. I just can't wait to see the huddle and the lights. You know, I just can't wait. It's been the last time it was actually at a European night. It was at the Ferencváros game. That was a 3:30 kickoff. European night was when we beat Rennes 3-0 in the Europa League in that group stage where we ended up beating Lazio as well over home and away. A lot of people were worried here when we signed Hart. Look, you go back to that video, John. I backed Hart. I backed Joe Hart. Even before we signed Barkas, when he was linked with Celtic, even before he went to Burnley. I backed Joe Hart. I've said it. I said, yes, he has an error in him, but he's been consistent. Like, the only thing I don't like about Joe Hart, and I'll be honest with you, the majority of people have said it, is his passing. When the ball gets back to him, he's just worried. And I think that's down to every goalkeeper. I just think that's down to the inconsistency that we've had with Celtic keepers over the years. You look at last season, it was a shambles. We had Hazard playing some games, then Bain came in, then Barkas was playing. It was just an absolute shambles. But Joe was cemented his short. You know, at the end of the day, he's been outstanding for Celtic. And he hasn't caused much errors. You know, there hasn't been an error like, oh God, what did he do? The ball came back to him and he tried to kick it and went to the back of the goal. It has happened against St. Johnstone where I went on the other side of the post in the cup semi-finals, but he's been good. And, you know, to get a guy like him with his experience winning Premier League, Golden Gloves 4 in a row, getting into Champions League, big nights with City, winning the Premier League, that's a big thing. Like, that's a lot of experience. And for a guy like that to come to Celtic, it's a massive statement what Ange is building. Ange is building something special. And as I said already on the channel, start of the season, who would have thought? Who would have thought we would have been in European football after Christmas, even if it's the Conference League or would have been the Europa League? It's still a massive statement. You know, we didn't get it right. You know, I wish Andrew was recruited earlier because we would have had a better chance of getting into the Champions League. But if you go on to YouTube, there's a channel called Stan Sports, and they interview Ange this week. They interviewed Ange this week, and Ange talks about when he came into the club, the crop of players that he had. He knew that they weren't ready. He knew that it was going to be a struggle to even get them into the Champions League qualification. And plus, not winning the league last year, we didn't have that league winners format to go into to push the qualification. We would have been an extra round, but look, it's been a roller coaster of a season. I've said it many times on the channel. It's going to be bumps and bruises, and if you can't accept dropping points or losing games, he's only lost 8 games in his Celtic career, which is outstanding. You know, out of 44 games he's played, brilliant, absolutely brilliant stuff. He just gets it. You know, that way you go back to it. It's not like fake, you know, like scripted stuff. And Ange says how it is. As he said, it's a generational club. If results go wrong, it affects people's mentality for the whole week. He knows how much it is. He likes the way that the club was formed to help immigrants. Very similar to what happened with, you know, Celt Melbourne. You know, they were set up to help Greeks, and then there was other clubs in Melbourne that were set up like Croatians and stuff like that. So he comes from that background as well. He never forgets his roots. He did say on one of his interviews about 4 weeks ago, we said his dream one day is to manage the Greek side. I know, look at the Greek national team are not the greatest team in the world, but to get there. But he knows his European football, and he did turn around and say, look, Celtic could be an underdog in this competition. You've seen the likes of Denmark and Greece winning Euros. All we can do is go in with our style of football and go out there and raise the bar like we did. I know we didn't beat Bayern Leverkusen. We obviously lost 4-0, but we played some really good football in that game. Really good football. And it wasn't a game where you could around and say, oh, Jesus, we were shite that night. I thought we really played well. That keeper was really good, you know. How's it going, Pat, in the Rebels County? As I said, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I'm going to be on for another 5 minutes, and then I'll try to get on later on tonight when I get home. and just building a team of characters. That's it. The characters is a prime example. As you said, Joe Hart is a leader on and off the pitch. You see him taking pictures with that girl, that young girl that came on against that came on the pitch against Alloa. You know, our family follow the page. You know, Jack and Mac is speaking good about Celtic. They're all enjoying the football. They're all enjoying the football. You know, that's the main thing. If you can all click a share button below, if it's on Facebook or on YouTube, just press the share button. If you're on Facebook, please press Come on the Hoop Celtic. At the end of the day, the more content that goes out, I'm going to keep nailing into their heads. It is a good channel. You don't get 10,000 subs over the space of 3 years if it wasn't a good channel. And that's just to every person that's looking to set up a YouTube channel. Don't let people write you off. Just keep doing what you're doing and you'll get there. You'll get there. Reminds me a bit of like O'Neill. That's I've said it many times. I said on the channel, like I know this is your first time coming across. I've said that he has that love and affection with Celtic, similar to Martin O'Neill. You know, he's not a Celtic fan, but he obviously knew the culture of Celtic, and that's what he gets. Thanks very much, Craig. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. So I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm going to be freezing. I'm going to wear about 10 layers, but look, I think you know, a few Guinnesses down before I go to the game will do me well. That's the thing. So give us your predictions for the game tonight. I'm going to go 2-0. Just to recap: Joe Hart, Jovanovic, Taylor, CCV, Starfelt, Cal, O'Reilly, Hatate. I think Hatate will score a long range shot tonight, by the way, folks. I think Hatate will score from outside the box. Abada, Jota, and Jack and Mackes. I'm going to fancy Abada and Hatate with the goals tonight. You know, that's quite concerning that people think that they're going to score against us, and they're a team that's in pre-season. They have goals on them, you know, and I know people keep saying, well, it's only Roma. Like, Roma are a Serie A team, a decent side under Mourinho. Yet they've had their bumps and bruises, but for a team to score 6 against Roma, that's a statement in itself. And people might say, well, they got jammy in this. Well, they got through the group. So how did jammy? I think they were unbeaten in that group as well. So, yeah. I agree with Ange. Reminds me of Martin O'Neill. Completely agree with you. Does remind me of Martin O'Neill. 3-0. Giakoumakis, Hatate or Abada. Who do you start? Do you start Maeda up front as the main man, or do you start Giakoumakis? I think Giakoumakis will be my ideal bet. How's it going, Lee? Hope you subscribe to the channel as well. Said all these YouTube people are very familiar names, and I really appreciate the support, folks. Really do. As I said, in a few weeks' time, I'll hopefully be giving away a few jerseys on YouTube. 2 Bumblebee jerseys, CR Smiths, and then the signed hearts on top. So just come to it now. So, all right, how's it going, Timmy? Hope you're well. I know a lot of people have jumped off to watch the Celtic State of Mind. Great channel, by the way. Fantastic. Paul John Dykes and the team are doing a great job on that channel, and a massive shout out to them. They kept everyone going during the lockdown. Positive points, negative points, and that's what you like to see. Engagement with Celtic fans. Fair play to them. When they gave me the privilege to come on to do the weekend or there last year. So, okay, keep up the good work. That's what I say to them. I think we will transfer 4-0 or more. I think we can play the best in the first half. That's my concern, to be honest with you, Mark. Like, you know, like this, we've gone out there in recent weeks and played absolutely class in the first half. You know, against Hearts, we took the foot off the pedal. Against Aberdeen, we took the foot off the pedal. I think the first half against Wright Rovers, I thought we were poor, even though we scored. And then the second half when Jota came on was good. But there's no Mikey Johnson tonight. And as I said on the channel many times, I'm not trying to attack a player. I'm not trying to criticise a player too much. But I think Mikey Johnson, his days at Celtic, they're about done. Because he just doesn't suit the style of Celtic, you know, and he's too injury prone. So what I'd say about Mikey Johnson is, for the 50th time, a loan move, an 18-month loan move in the summer would help Mikey Johnson develop as a player. He's in his early 20s, you know, he's after coming through the system, but I think it's time that he needs to go. I think he needs to go on loan somewhere. I really do. I really believe. I think he has potential to do something, but not at Celtic at the moment. You look at Ryan Christie, you look at Christopher Royer. They went on loan to domestic football and they got better as players. They got better as players, 3-0 full time, 2 at the break, a bad and a Tate, then Jack Marcus. I'd say we need to score a few set pieces tonight, don't we? Start working on get Starfelt a goal. That's what he's missing. He's just missing that little goal. I know he's the defender. He's just missing that goal, but let's see what happens. Let me see. Lee Hart, Jovanovic, CCV, Starfelt, Taylor, McGregor. I don't think he'll play Rodgers and O'Reilly at the same time, to be honest. I'd love to see the two of them play, Don't think he will play the two of them at the same time. He might. He might. He might. Thanks very much, GBH. As I said, I don't like criticizing our current squad, but I just think a long move is needed for him. As I said, I think the criticism James Forrest has received in recent times is not good. James, I still think he has something, but he's just missing that yard of pace. He is missing that yard of pace, and he's second thinking everything when it comes into the box. Take a shot. It hits a player. There's no point in trying to skin 3 or 4 players and then he passes off and nothing comes from it. I love Jamesy. Jamesy's been a massive, massive part of our success over the decades. And he doesn't get the recognition that he should. He's invincible. He's a quadruple winner. I know people want to look to the future and say, well, look at Abada's in there now. Abada has 14 goals this season, Abada's been an unsung hero on that squad. I really believe he has. When he stepped into the plate and played up front when we've had injuries, he scored. Look at him look at the first half he played against Motherwell. He was outstanding, and then he got subbed off. He was absolutely outstanding. Him and Rodgers link-up play. I think Tate has played too much football recently. I wouldn't say too much football. Maybe do rest him if you want to rest him. And Ange, at the end of the day, Ange knows these players. He knows what the situation is with these boys coming from the J League. I felt Kyogo played too much football, I think O'Reilly, will be essential for tonight for his balls from in behind. And he's good set piece taker as well. We have a decent set piece taker there as well. James is a good squad player going forward. His best days are behind him. Yeah, I think he's peaked his prime. He's gone past that stage. He's 30 now. He's played a lot of football. He's had a lot of injuries in his career, and he just hasn't got back to that rhythm of being James Forrest, unfortunately. And it breaks your heart saying that because he's been an amazing player for the club. An unsung hero, a great servant. We said the same about Rodgers and Turnbull earlier in the season, mate. Both fat players. I think it's going to be hard for David Turnbull to get back into the squad. I really believe that David Turnbull, he has a lot going forward. I don't know. When you look at O'Reilly and you're just like Jesus Christ, he's some player, No Kyogo, Kyogo's still out. Kyogo's still out until the end of the month. There's no Kyogo in there, Alan. There's still no David Turnbull. Mikey Johnson's out tonight as well. Itaguchi's not in the squad because he wasn't registered. We had enough in there. But let's see what happens, or you will. Well, I'm going to jump off, folks. A pleasure speaking to you all. I hope you all have a great lunch, wherever you're watching from. America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Scotland, Ireland. I hope you have a great time. You're at the game. I might see one or two of you. But appreciate you supporting the channel on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And if you're on Facebook, please jump off. You're probably going to be scrolling through your phones anyway. Jump off. Go on to Come On The Hoop Celtic on YouTube and hit the subscribe button. There's 10,000 subs in there. There's over 500 videos, and there's enough content to keep you going. Enough. There's throwback players in there, and there's nice little topics as well that I've discussed in recent times. So loads of podcasts in there as well that we've discussed. Myself, Mick, Gaz, Dale, Liam, Scott. It's been some good people, and the channel will get better and better, folks. It will get better and better. So leave it to me. I'm gonna enjoy the game. As I said, 2-0 Celtic, and let's hope it's another famous European night. And just to let you know, I know this is a bit of a random thing. It's the same music for the Conference League than it is for the Europa League. The exact same music. I know that's a bit of a random thing to know, but looked it up this morning. So what top I'm going to be wearing? I'm not going to be wearing the goalkeeper one. Anyways, I won't be wearing this. This is a medium. I got this Carter Vickers agency sent me this, the size medium. So I'm gonna get it framed. Gonna get it framed. I am signed. Gonna get that framed. Air City, Air Colors. I'm gonna wear the home one long sleeve. That's what I'm gonna get. So that's. I'm gonna wear that tonight. I'm gonna wear 50. I'm gonna wear my black Celtic rain jacket from last season. Then there's the quarter zip from last season, and then the tracksuit top with the clover on it. So loads of, and then my green and white hat. So keep an eye out for me. You might see me. So that's it. That's it. So speak to us all soon. God bless. Enjoy yourselves. Take care. Hell.